What's going on, guys? John Elder here from codemy.com, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to add text to images for PyQt5 and Python. All right, guys, like I said, in this video, I'm going to show you how to add text to images. But before we get started, if you like this video and want to see more like it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out codemy.com, where I have dozens of courses with hundreds of videos that teach you to code. Use coupon code YouTube1 to get $30 off memberships, all my courses, videos, and books for one-time fee at just $49, which is insanely cheap. And remember, the price of membership is more than tripling in the new years to $300. So if you want that special $49 price, you gotta take advantage of it now. So grab that in the next couple of days while you still can. Okay, like I said, in this video, I'm gonna show you how to take an image, add text to it, and create a new image file. So you see we've got a picture of me and Aspen. I can type something in the box here, Happy New Year, click the button, boom, it creates a new image with the text on it down here at the bottom. And we could put the text anywhere we want. I'll show you how to do that. Now, I did the same thing a couple weeks ago with Kinter, basically the same process, but a few tweaks because it's a little different because of PyQt5. And so that's what we're gonna look at in this video. So head back over to our code. I'm using the Sublime Text Editor in the Git Bash terminal as always. And as always, you can find a link to the code in the pinned comment section below, as well as a link to the playlist with all the other PyQt5 videos in this series. So check that out if you haven't seen it so far. So I've got a pile here called text-to-image.py, and it's just our basic PyQt5 starter code. And the first thing we need to do is open the designer and create our GUI. So let's head over to our terminal. I'm in my C PyQt5 directory. I've got my virtual environment turned on, and let's just run the designer. And let's create a new app. And let me go ahead and resize this a bit, as we always do. And the first thing we want is a label. So let's come down here and grab a label. And I'm gonna double click this and get rid of the text of this label. And then we just wanna make this a little bit bigger. Now, this is where we're gonna put our image inside the label. It's a quick and easy way to do that. So let's come over here, click it to highlight it, and let's scroll down here to the bottom and find Pixmap, and then click on this little arrow here, and we can choose a file. So I'm gonna go to my PyQt5 directory and my images directory, and I've got a couple of pictures here. You can see me and Aspen. So I'll double click this and boom, there we go. So now you wanna kind of resize this to make it the right size. Play around with it. Okay, that looks good. Nothing too fancy. Now we're hard coding this in. Normally you wouldn't do this. You'd create a button that you can click on that opens a file dialog box that you can choose your image. But I've talked about that sort of thing in other videos. So in this video, we're just gonna hard code it just so I can teach you the mechanics of adding text to an image. That's what we wanna focus on. So we also need something to type text into. So I'm gonna grab this line edit box, and let me just kind of slap this guy in here. And just for fun, I'm gonna change the font size of this to like 12 or so, or 14 to make it bigger. And we also need a button. So let me grab a push button. Same thing, let me just sort of slap this in here. And let's say add text to image, something like that. Okay. And that looks good enough. So let's go ahead and save this. File save as. And let's go to our PyQt5 directory, and I'm gonna call this text-to-image.ui. Okay, that looks good. So let's head back over to our code, and let's rough this thing out. So let me open that UI file, open file, and let's go text-to-image.ui, there it is. And now we need to import all the things. So let's see, we're gonna be using a Q-line edit, so we need to import that. So let's come up here to the top, and we've done this sort of thing many times. We know what we're doing here. We also have a Q push button. We'll import that. And we also have a label. Where does that go? There it is, Q label. And there we go. We also want to change the image after we've created a new one, because what we're going to do is we're going to take the image, we're going to add text to it, and then we're going to save that image as a new file. And we want to open that file and display it after we click the button. So we need Pixmap to do that. And so we need to import that. So let's go from PyQt5.qtGUI. We want to import QPixmap. And if you remember, we come back over here, we click on this guy. That's this Pixmap thing right here, right? So that's what that is. All right, that looks good. So let's come down here and define our widgets. We've got basically 3 of them. So let's go we'll call the first one button. That's for our button. And that's gonna be self.findChild. And let me just sort of copy this a few times. And the first one was, what do we say? QLabel. So we'll do, actually, let's call this one label. All right, so that's a Q label. The name of it here is just label, so we copy that. All right, the next one was Q line edit. So let's call this edit, and that's a Q line edit. And the name of this guy is just line edit. There we go. And the last one was what? The button, Q push button. So we call that one button, that's fine. And it is a push button. There we go. Okay, so that looks good. Now we want to take some action whenever we click the button. So let's go self.button.clicked.connect. And we want to call self.addText. And we don't have this function yet, but we'll create it, well, right now. So let's come down here and let's define addText. We want to pass in self as always. And for now, just to see if this is working, let's go self.edit and let's just set the text of that to nothing, right? So this will just clear the box when we click it, right? So let's go ahead and save this and run it just to make sure this is working. Head back over to our terminal and let's go Python text-to-image.py. And when we do, we see this, that looks good. We can type something in here, click this, boom, it disappears. Okay, so far so good, looking good. So now we need to do some image library stuff. We're gonna be adding text to this image. We need a Python image library, pill, in order to do that. Now, pill is very old, so we're gonna use something called pillow, which is a fork of pill. It's more up to date. So let's go pip install pillow. You may have this already. I've already got it. So it's saying, hey, you've already got it. Otherwise, it will install it. So, okay, that looks good. So now let's import this stuff into our code. So let's come up here and let's go from PIL. Now I know we installed pillow, but to call pillow, you import from PIL. It stands for Python Image Library. And that's just how that works. So we want to import. Now we want image. We also want image font. And we also want image draw. So these things are going to allow us to mess with an image, change the font of text we want to put on it, and then draw all of that and save it to a new file. So, okay, let's come down here and work this out. Clear the text box, let's say. And up here, let's grab the text. And I'm going to call this my text and set that equal to self.edit.text. And remember, edit is what we called our text box, right? So that will grab whatever's in the text box and assign it to this variable. So now let's open the image. And I'm going to create a variable called my image, set that equal to image.open. And then I saved this file in my PyQt5 directory. In fact, if we look at this thing here, we see here's our PyQt5 directory. I've got a directory inside of that called images. And inside of that, I've got a file called aspen.png, right? So to access this, we go images/aspen.png. Now this is a relative path. You could use an absolute path if you wanted to. You could go like C PyQt5 / whatever. But since this directory is in the same directory where this code is sitting, we can use a relative path like that. So, okay, that looks good. Now let's define the font that we want to use. And I'm going to call this text font and set that equal to image font.trueType. And then here we just define the font. I'm going to use Arial. It's a regular font. So Arial.ttf. This is already on your computer, most likely, so we don't have to do anything. And I'm going to set the size to 46, make it nice and big. Now this image font is this image font thing that we imported up here, right? So, okay, we set the type of font we want to use. So now let's edit the image. So let's go edit image and set that equal to image draw.draw. And that's a function. And this image draw is this image draw thing we imported, right? So here we want to pass the image that we want to mess with. And that's just my image, right? This thing right here. Now to actually edit it, let's go edit image.text. And here we can determine where we want to put it, XY coordinates, where we want this text to appear. And I want to put it over 128 pixels and down 320. So it's down in the bottom right-hand corner of the image, right? If you wanted it at the left-hand corner, you would probably put like 10 or something, right? It would move it over. If you wanted it at the top, it would be like, 10, it'd be right at the top, or 0 even, whatever you want. So play around with these coordinates to sort of understand how they work, put different numbers in, see where the text appears when you do that, and you'll get the hang of that. So what text do we want to add? We want to add my text. I'll just pop that in there. And now what color do we want this to be? You can use color codes, hex color codes like, FFF, whatever. You can use just words too. So we can go white. I just want it to be white. And then finally, we have to define the font that we want. And we already did that. It's right here. So we can pop that in there. Okay, so that looks good. Now we need to save the image. And to do that, we just call myImage.save and then tell our program where we want to save it. Now, our original one is saved right here. We could save it here to overwrite it. I don't want to overwrite the original image, so I'm going to call this Aspen2. Now, again, you could use a pop-up dialog box with a button that lets you select exactly where and what you want to save. I've got videos on doing that sort of thing in the playlist, so check that out if you want to. But we're just going to hard code it in like this because this is the stuff we're interested in learning, not pop-up boxes with, file dialog boxes. We've already learned that in the past. Okay, so that will save the file. Now let's update our app image. So the image that's sitting there, we want to change it to the new image that we've just saved, this Aspen2 guy. So to do that, we just call our pix map here. Remember, we imported this guy. It's a Q pix map, and we want this file. So we can set that like that. Now we just need to update our label. So that's self.label. We want to set pix map. And then what do we want to set it to? This guy right here. Boom. And then, for good measure, we want to clear the text box. So that should do it. Let's go ahead and save this and run it and see how badly we messed that up. It's the day before New Year's Eve. I almost certainly messed something up. Text to image.py. We can run this. Let's say Happy New Year. Click this. Boom. Happy New Year. And you'll see if we open up this Explorer, we have in fact created a new image, right? Here it is. And it has the text on it. This is not just something that, we've sort of slapped text over the widget in the app. We've actually created a new image. We've saved it. It has this text on it down here at the bottom. Very cool. And remember, like I said, we can play around with all of this stuff, right? So if we want this to, let's see, change this to yellow, I don't know. If we want to put this at, like 10, so it's up at the top, we could do that. If we save that, head back over here, run this guy again. And here we go. Happy New Year. Boom, now it's up at the top. Right? Very cool, very easy. And so play around with those coordinates. You can figure out how to center it if you want. All kinds of ways you could do this. We're not going to get into that in this video. In this video, I just want to show you the basics of how to do this, and pretty easy. So that's all for this video. If you liked it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out codemy.com where you use coupon code YouTube1 to get $30 off memberships. It pays just $49 to access all my courses, over 47 courses, hundreds of videos, and the PDFs of all my best-selling coding books. Join over 150,000 students learning to code just like you. My name is John Elder from codemy.com, and I'll see you in the next video.